What is up guys, JayFerGaming here and welcome back to my F1 2016 career. This is Season 2, this is Round 4, the Russian Grand Prix. And it looks like we're back to consistent uploads. If you haven't already, do check out China, which I did upload yesterday. Brilliant race. Race of the season so far, incredible, so many shocks. It will leave you happy and you'll love it, I've got to say. But looking forward to this one. It's a decent track. I do quite like it, and racing on this game, on this track, seems to be pretty good, and especially with how close the field are for this season. It's incredible how close all the cars are in qualifying and the races. Throws up some incredible results like Sainz winning last time out. So yeah, if only real life F1 could be like this. But Manor have made a serious upgrade there. Toro Rosso have made a little one as well, but yeah, we are still the second best team, no upgrade since the last race. And look at Manor all the way up there in, is that 7th? Just behind Williams, so they could be very competitive. But yeah, I'm not doing practice sessions as I've mentioned in the past couple of videos, so upgrades will be a little bit slower, but I think more realistic. So we have some news coming up.
Hey, looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good, gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
New rival? He's just sat over there. He could probably hear this conversation. So, it's against Julian Palmer. I was hoping it wasn't going to be against Hamilton, who's just ahead of me in the standings. But Palmer, I think I can beat him. And I have done for most of the season. So, hopefully we can improve our qualifying performance to do better than him. But talking about qualifying, we're into the session now. We've put in 2 laps and we're only P20. They were solid laps, nothing spectacular. But this time I was just throwing the car around the track so much quicker. Nearly a full second up. So, it's going to be a big improvement. But the grid is just so close in the second season. It's making it so tricky. I think like 1.5 seconds covers about 18 drivers. It's incredible. I just love the racing in this second season. So we're coming around the final corner. Where are we going to end up? Verstappen looks like he's got pole at the moment. It's a decent lap, and please be happy, engineer. What is it? It's P10 again. Oh, we don't have freedom with the strategy again. That's so annoying. That happened in China and it screwed us because we had to use the super soft tyres at the start. But we're only 8/10 off first. Once again, we're only 4/10 off like 3rd place Lewis Hamilton, so that's how close the grid is this season. So many different cars in the top 10 as well. It's making it very interesting. So like the Manners are not that far behind, so yeah, 1.5 seconds separates the top 17 drivers. So apart from the Saubers, who are absolutely nowhere, it is so close. So in terms of strategy, a one-stop strategy, so nothing too exciting there. And I thought, in terms of the fuel, I'm going to underfuel for this race. It's not something I think I've done before, so that should make things interesting. I think there's a big chance for a virtual safety car or a safety car around here. It is a street, kind of a street circuit, is it? I can't actually remember. Yeah, it's pretty much a street circuit. We'll go along with that. But yeah, a simple strategy there. I don't think I'll be making many changes. So let's hope for a great Russian Grand Prix. So we're going to build up to the start here. Oh, this is going to be tricky going into turn 2. 5 lights and the Russian Grand Prix is away. We actually get an amazing getaway straight past Kvyat, coming up on Vettel, but there's a Williams on. Alright, what a start from Bottas. Oh, we're getting squeezed. The AI are pretty crazy on this kink there. And I think there was a big crash behind us. Ericsson's out the race. We're going up the inside and it's a bit of a dive bomb. I think we're side by side with our teammate. Yes, we are P6. And we're still side by side through this very fast left-hander. So this should be interesting. See if we give each other enough room. And I think we should have the inside line. Don't go penalty. What? And genuinely in the race, I did not notice I had an illegal overtake warning on the right. I was genuinely just concentrating on the race so hard that I didn't know that I was going to get a penalty. So that's thrown us up in the air. That's going to be very interesting. I haven't had a 5-second penalty or any penalty really like that. So it's going to be interesting to see in the pits. It's actually just behind us, the crash. It's absolute carnage at the back there. There's a Force India spinning round. And he gets wiped out by the Ferrari. The AI are not very good in that first kink. Hulkenberg's loving life there. But I think it's the Haas cars that had the biggest first corner. Yeah, I think that's Grosjean. He's lost both tyres there. That looks incredible. I love the tethers. And this is actually his teammate. Great start to the race for the Haas guys. He gets a nudge from a Sauber. And oh, he's going to collect Hulkenberg. Yes, he is. Oh, so unlucky. And that's game over for Haas. So at the end of lap 2, we're on the back of Perez. trying to close in. Look at this straight line speed. We're getting closer and closer. There's loads of debris on the track. How is there not a safety car? And I was thinking about to move probably a bit too late. So we wait and try and get a better exit here. We'll try and attack the Force India. But yeah, we're going to try and go for the run. He's going to squeeze us onto the curb, but we just nudge our way through. Luckily, I think Perez saw us and moved out of the way. We had so much momentum going through there, and now we're up to P5. Let's see if we can catch up to the top 4. Well, I think it's Verstappen in the lead. Way quicker than Verstappen in the lead. We just set the fastest lap of the race, so if that Red Bull can stay in the lead, we can have a shot at closing up to the pack behind him. So Rosberg, Hamilton got ahead of the Red Bull, and Massa's quite slow there, bit of contact. We're keeping the car under control, and I don't think we have any damage, we're okay. But yeah, didn't expect Massa to be so slow there. I think he went slightly offline, so lost the momentum he gained. But yeah, look at this train. There's like a 5-6 car train, and it's because all the cars are just so even this season. But we've got to run on Massa. We're going to go for the move. Oh, this car side by side ahead. We go for it on Massa. Just keep it under control. Avoid the Red Bull. Verstappen's gone wide. There's contact between the Red Bulls. They're side by side. Massa's coming back at us. We're still side by side. We can't really go for a late move here because Ricciardo's there, but it's getting so close. Fantastic racing here, and we're still side next to the Williams, but he's sticking his nose in there, so he's just alongside us. But with the inside line through the penultimate corner, we should get him. There we go, finally up to P4. That was a great sequence of corners, especially with the fight and Red Bulls ahead. But I think Daniel Ricciardo succumbed to some damage there, this front wing. He's got ahead of Verstappen. That's affected Verstappen's run here. So we're going to try and go for it round the outside this time. Oh, this is going to be such a great move. And then to get the inside line. Oh, what a move that was. I was so satisfied with that brilliant move there. Oh, so much grip in this car. This car feels absolutely amazing this season. Absolutely loving it since the upgrades, and it's just so powerful and grippy. It's a joy, and hopefully we can be battling right at the front soon. So we're just on the back of Ricciardo. DRS, he's gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna go and defend there, but no. We get ahead of him, and is he gonna outbrake us? He does actually, and he makes slight contact. He's trying to fight back around the outside. Great aggression there from the AI, but he couldn't get back past us, up to P2. And we're now around 3 seconds behind Hamilton, so if we can catch up to him and challenge for the victory, that would be freaking awesome. But yeah, things are going very well so far, considering we qualified in P10. And what's going on here? Has there been a yellow flag? And Jenson Button is out of the race, and we'll see the replay coming up. Pretty exciting incident here. I think the Manor goes offline, and Button just crashes into the back of the Manor, I think, there, and it's game over. His car is stranded in the middle of the track. Yeah, he just misjudges it really and goes straight into, I think that's Verline, not completely sure with that. And it's brought out the safety car. This is going to throw strategies up in the air. But thinking about our strategy, we were going to pit around lap 9, 10, so I thought, yeah, we might as well come into the pits, though we do have that penalty, don't we? So I did actually go and check the internet, and I was pretty sure you couldn't serve a penalty under the safety car. That sounds pretty standard as I say that back, but yeah, that means we're going to get 5 seconds added onto our end of race time. So yeah, we have been a little bit screwed there, but it's kind of self-inflicted, of course. But we come out in P7. I think we're genuinely in P2, as a few cars have not pit, and I think it's the number 2 drivers of the front teams. Like Sainz, I think Rosberg was there, Ricciardo maybe. So yeah, the AI, once again, I'm going to say it, are done with strategy under the safety car. They're done with strategy at all times really. So we're going to end up in 3rd position. Hamilton just ahead of us, and it's Kimi Raikkonen leading the race. He started on the soft compound tyres, so yeah, let's see if he interferes with mine and Hamilton's battle. But Massa's made himself get up to 4th place, but it's a safety car restart now, getting ready to try and overtake Hamilton. Raikkonen was so slow on the restart, and away we go. Where's the safety car line? I was getting told about the safety car line, I didn't actually know where it was, and Alonso's out the race already, so we're going to see a quick replay. This is on board with Hulkenberg, I'd just been told that his car had problems. Well, look at Alonso's problems. Hulkenberg's getting a great view. Carlos Sainz on the right there serving a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car, so I don't know what happened there. But here we go, race restarted, lap 11. Hamilton's going for the move on Raikkonen. He's got the momentum, he's going for it into turn 2. We're going to try and use the slipstream. We need to get past Raikkonen as well, try and follow Hamilton through. So Hamilton's into the lead. We're going for a bit of a switchback there. We got the inside line against Kimi. No, we're coming up to this corner side by side with Kimi. We know what he's like in this corner, taking out Bottas a couple of years ago, and he's still keeping it on the inside. We've got to give him room. Oh, tyre to tyre. I'm not sure why the hand's going up, but We get the move successfully completed around the outside. Great racing there with Kimi, and up to P2. Now let's see if we can keep up with Hamilton. It's going to be tricky though. The Mercedes is still incredibly quick, still the quickest car. And for us, Raikkonen was battling with the likes of Perez, Palmer and Massa for P3, and that was giving us the buffer we need. We need a 5-second buffer to P3 to finish in second place, because I'm struggling to keep up with Hamilton here. Hamilton has rapid pace, so I think we're aiming for P2 here. The gap's currently 2 seconds to Raikkonen, so the longer Raikkonen stays out, that will help us, because I think he's holding the other cars up, as he's not really on fresh tyres at all, is he? Because he started on the softs. And that continued, lap 19. I think this is when Raikkonen actually made his pit stop. So the gap to Perez is 4.2 seconds, down to 3.8. They are closing me back in, so we need to keep a solid pace. We are pushing as hard as possible, but we need to maintain these tyres till the end of the race and hopefully have that 5-second gap. We've deserved a podium. This has been a fantastic race for us, and now we're going to skip on to lap 24. What is the gap? Because Palmer has got himself up to P3 and he seems to be very quick. It's down to 3.2. Palmer seems quicker than me. He's pulling away from Perez and Massa behind him, so we need a battle for P3 to help us out because our tyres are going off. I think we pushed probably a little bit too hard in the early stages of this stint, but Hamilton's long gone now. I think he's got over a 10-second lead over me, and now we're on the penultimate lap. The gap's up to 5.3 because Vettel and Palmer are battling tooth and nail. Palmer's back up to third. What a performance from Jolyon, but I don't want to lose a second place to him. But it would be awesome to have two Renaults on the podium, so we're pushing so hard. Can we get second place? We are fighting against the clock here. It's a pretty unique situation. Oh, actually, this happened to me on 2015 thinking about it, because I had a penalty and then I lost it by a couple of tenths on the final lap. Is incredible thinking back. But now, what is the gap to Palmer? I think the time is broken. It keeps changing. It's down to 4.4, but it was changing from like 5 seconds to 2 seconds. It's crazy. And it's 3.3 now. Palmer's reeled me in seriously. Hamilton's won this race. Can we gain anything? Because we're fighting to get like 3rd, 4th, 5th. I don't know where we're going to finish. We're going to throw the car over the line. What's it going to be? Where are we going to end up? And oh, it's P5, we're off the podium. Absolutely devastated. And Palmer's actually taken our podium. That should be us on there. Oh man, I was so upset. But Palmer gets his first podium in this career. It's great to see him up there, fighting hard for the Renault team. So there's the results. 2 Brits. It could have been 3 Brits, and that would have been brilliant for the team. 2 Renaults on the podium, but sadly it's only P5. We're only 8 tenths off Rosberg, but Palmer held off Rosberg and Vettel, so great performance from him there. Looking further down, the championship leader Ricciardo's down in 8th, so that's definitely going to close things up in the driver standings. And actually the Manus was so close to points. Haryanto was running in 8th for quite a while, but yeah, sadly dropped down to 12th, and Raikkonen with his stupid strategy finished in 11th. He deserves that. Realistic strategies from Ferrari there. So the driver standings, look how close that is. I'm telling you, this season is going to be so exciting. I keep saying it, the grid is so close. It's brilliant racing. So 1 point separates the top 3, the 2 Mercedes and Ricciardo. We're in 7th. Look at Palmer up there in 5th. He's actually beating me for once, and I think that's more points than he scored in season 1. So yeah, he's having a great start to this season. As we look further down, there's only 5 drivers who are yet to score. The Haasers, the Saubers and Nico Hülkenberg. And there's Haryanto with 1 point. Into the Constructors, we're up to 3rd. A great result there for the Renault team. Mercedes take the lead from Red Bull. We've got a 7-point gap to Williams, but thinking back to the first 2 races, Williams had a huge gap over us. We've really brought it back in the past 2 races. So if you have enjoyed this video, do remember to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next race. Goodbye.